guys for coming to the B-Boy Factory and being a part of our scene here in Colorado. I'm just gonna ask you a few questions. First, like, you know, what's your opinion of the studio, and what do you see, you know, us offering our community locally?
Man, honestly, I first heard about the B-Boy Factory from my brother Fiends, Lords of Finesse. Lives out here in Denver. And basically, you know, I really didn't know about it until I got asked to come out for a jam, a Friday night, legendary jam that my buddy Ian here throws at the B-Boy Factory, and you know, I was privileged to come out here for that. And that's where I really started following B-Boy Factory and started to realize, like, yo, what is really B-Boy Factory about? And it's about, man, it's about knowledge. It's about tuning up your moves. That's really what a factory stands for when you look at the foundation of the name factory. And we already know what B-Boy means, so he only brings strictly dope B-Boys to come out here and teach. The way I look at it is just the center is a place for the youth to come and get down and get inspired. Not only does he host open practices for mad cheap, like $1, but he also brings out legendary B-Boys like Born, Wiggles, you know what I'm saying? He's had Posky here, he's had, you know, Remind, he's had, you know, Nasty Ray, he's had, you know, the name goes on. So you see that, and to me, he's one of the guys that's really holding it down when it comes down to education in Denver, hip-hop. So I think, for the most part, you know, that's what I really see. I see the B-Boy Factor being the main source of inspiration for Denver, you know what I'm saying, because of what he's doing, you know what I'm saying, how he allows his spot to be open for certain things and who he brings out, you know what I'm saying. Good man, B-Boy Factory.
Thank you.
I feel like
Go ahead.
I feel like there's only certain centers, if you want to call them that. I see them as like cocoons for the B-Boy culture, and Ian owns one of them, you know what I mean? And just like, for an example, Wicked got Buku, the Phase 2 school in Chicago, Moy got Break Free, and B-Boy Factory is here for Denver, you know? And we had a good turnout today. We had a lot of students here at the class, and you know, Ian gets a lot of respect, you know, from a lot of people out here, and it's pretty much like, to me, he brings out all the best of the best B-Boys out here to do the workshops, and it's the truth, you know. To me, it means a lot. It's more about quality, you know, than quantity. And I got to give the man the respect to bring us out here. You know, we've been almost 30 years in the game, and you know, this guy, B-Boy Factory, is the spot to be at as far as you want to learn. But that's pretty much how I want to end that.
Yeah, I got so much love and respect to the B-Boy Factory in Denver. First time came here, I met a lot of B-Boys, local B-Boys in here, and I had a really good time. It was so good vibing out each other. So, and it's all like Smoke say and Ricky say, like, it's all about the culture. It's all about the love, you know. So it's not just about the competition. This culture is like for the B-Boys, by the B-Boys, you know.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we have to, the more get wise, you know, like open your eyes and see what's going on, and what you're gonna do for the culture. You know, it's not only for like win, you know, like go to, like, you know, big ass jam, like your name, you know, it's not only about it actually.
Right.
So having fun.
And inspiring.
And, yeah, inspire each other, you know. So that's why, like, this place, like B-Boy Factory is really important for the B-Boy.
Yeah.
That's so true, man. Like, Warren's a humble cat, you know, and that's what the culture needs a lot more of, being humble, not being starstruck or superstar status. It's not about that. Hip-hop is about love and peace, you know, and that's what he kind of showed the culture that today, you know, putting out your hand to your brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like, showing them that you got respect and love for them, because we're all people, we all bleed the same blood, you know, and it's been a nice trip, you know. I love everybody, man.
Word.
Much love.
Thank you.
Much love, yo.
So, like, y'all are from Chicago, Born's from Korea, I'm from Colorado, you know, like, from place to place, do you see differences in our culture? And like, and what do you see as different, and what do you see as the same? You know, from your city to my city to when you travel.
Well, I mean, for me, so I've been here a couple times. I've been here like this will be my 4th time. Came out in the early 90s, 97, 98. Came out 6 months ago, so I was able to see, you know what I'm saying, like what was the scene like back then and what was it now. And I mean, I could only feel what the vibe that Denver puts out from what I see from other cities or other states is like a unique vibe, man. I can't explain it, man. It's an energy. I don't know if it's the altitude, man. How you guys got like, you know, breathing harder or whatever. But you guys, your throwdowns are just more dynamic. You know what I'm saying? You guys express yourselves a little bit more on the levels of dancing and the moves. Versus, you know, and you're gonna get a little bit of everything. You got your people here that follow just the YouTube and they're just like working on moves. But even them, even the guys that are technically so-called trendy b-boys, you know, even in Denver, they still got style. I don't know what it is, the water y'all drink, but it's that's what I see as uniqueness. In Chicago, my city, I would love to say, yo, you know, there's a lot of cats that have a unique style, but really, those, even in my city, I can't see the resemblance. And when I came here and I did the Friday night with this guy, and I seen footage from just different crews, you know, like cats like Kid Cruz, cats like Little C, you know, those guys are special, man. They rock their own way, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what I see. It's just uniqueness. There's always every city is different. What I see what you guys do compared to other things. I mean, I would say just it's still good. You guys are working on your foundation and the top rock steps and the art of the foundation, everything that comes along with the dance. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm traveling like a lot, been like 7 years, 8 years something. But I met so many b-boys, each different country, each different city. But each different city got so different style actually. Even each crew got different style, right?
Yeah.
But actually, we're thinking the same thing. I think we're the one, right? Because we are not living in the systems, right? We're living in a hip hop life, right?
That's true.
So, you know, maybe style is different, but we have to think more like we're doing the same thing. That's the break and the hip hop.
Word.
Yeah, so, but a lot of b-boys, sometimes I met b-boy, right? They do b-boy, but they don't know what is b-boy. It's the funny. Especially skating, they know skate. You know what I mean? Like, they know about the skate.
Yeah.
That's why they looks like just like warrior, you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so we have to be like more like that.
Yeah.
More protecting for our culture, you know?
That's exactly what Born said, man. I think that's the most important part. Is this government? To me, it feels like we're like the rejected part. I know other countries that are sponsoring these other crews to do things, you know. Yeah. And Ian, right now you're doing that. That's right now you're looking like that person that would, the Wicked too, that would like help out the culture, you know, fund them if they have to. Yeah. Bring in products. You got b-boy products, you got b-boy hats, spin caps. I bought a hat today. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to put money back into the system because the government's not helping us, bro. And like what Born said, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're part of b-boy. You gotta back up your b-boy culture.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because we're pretty much standing by ourselves. You know what I mean? If the b-boy factory wasn't here, where would we go to do this? You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's very important. So that's I wanted to elaborate on Born on that.
Word.
It's very important. That's the most important part.
Word. So I want to ask you about Funk Masters. So, you know, what's the concept behind the jam, Funk Masters, and why did you choose the B-Boy Factory? You know, why did you want to bring Funk Masters here to the B-Boy Factory?
Well, it really started off with the culture needs, and we talk about, you know, educators and what, you know, Born said, you know, it's not about competitions and how good you are, and what are you going to put back into the scene for you? You know what I'm saying? Leave your legacy behind, or even if you don't leave a legacy, but just somebody that you inspired, you made a difference, you know what I'm saying? You changed the game, or even if it was, you changed the vibe in that cipher, or you know, you did a workshop and inspired, you know, such and such kids. So we sat there and said, yo, we want to throw a jam. We want to throw a jam. We want to say how we're gonna throw this jam, but have fun in it and educational too at the same time, but traditional. You know what I'm saying? So we said, all right, well, you know, my wife really, Tracy's the one that came up with the concept and the name, and she was like, yo, how come you guys always play breaks? Breaks. She would play the whole song. Like so she started playing the whole song. We used to practice to it with the crew. The crew started getting a different vibe. We started getting more creative. We're like, man, that just dancing to like a whole James Brown song or Shannon Jones or just whatever, just a track that you can just vibe out to the whole song without, you know, breaks. The breaks are dope too, you know, but Funk Masters is all about the music. It's all about the music. Your moves are not gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? It's about how you rock your moves. You know what I'm saying? How you dance to that song that's playing, and then what it is just to bring that vibe here. At when I was here at that day when I judged, I was like, man, this reminds me of what I do out there. You know what I'm saying? So me and you are kind of like on the same page on that. So I was like, you know, Funk Masters, Lean Rock. You guys know him, Lean Rock, one of our good buddies. I told him the concept, and then right away he was like, yo, I'm gonna fly myself out, and I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna do it. Just fucking do it. Just start it off. We're like, all right, we started off, and then, you know, at first, the first Funk Master wasn't even that good. It was just like people didn't understand it. Coming from a city where it's all competitions, bright lights, you know, people don't go to the jams and cipher. They go in the jams to stretch and work on their air flares and chairs, and then get ready to do their 3 rounds so they can win the battle. So to me, I felt like I didn't grow up that way. I was creative because I was allowed to go to that club and I was able to vibe out with no fucking bright lights, no competition. So to me, that helped me go home and get better. So I want to provide the same thing. The reason I got better, that's what I'm trying to provide so the young guys can get better.